President Donald Trump's critics fear that if he loses in November, he will refuse to accept the election results. But journalists Joshua A. Jeltzer and Dahlia Lithwick, this week in an article for Slate, argue that the greatest threat to democracy in the United States isn't that Trump will disregard the country's laws, but that he will undermine faith in the system itself. Advertisement: when it comes to the most likely ways in which Trump might resist a valid defeat at the polls, it's not the legal but the cognitive aspects that are poised to sow the greatest chaos, Jeltzer and Lithwick write. Recognizing the most glaring threats requires a look back at Trump's most brazen moments of resistance to election results, all of which are largely forgotten now. The real threat, according to Jeltzer and Lithwick, lies not in formal guardrails, but in our confidence. The journalists go on to cite some of Trump's brazen moments of the past, including Trump's claim that Senator Ted Cruz of Texas illegally stole the Iowa caucuses during 2016's Republican presidential primary. And 2 years later, in the 2018 midterms, they add, Trump tweeted that Russian government operatives were pushing very hard for the Democrats. Donald Trump seems to have just deleted this tweet. pic.twitter.com/ch. Olivia Nuzzi, at Olivia Nuzzi, February 3, 2016 advertisement: I'm very concerned that Russia will be fighting very hard to have an impact on the upcoming election. Based on the fact that no president has been tougher on Russia than me, they will be pushing very hard for the Democrats. They definitely don't want Trump. Donald J. Trump, at Real Donald Trump, July 24, 2018. Trump appeared to be laying the groundwork for calling into question the midterm results as skewed by foreign election interference should his party suffer a debilitating defeat at the polls, Jeltzer and Lithwick explain. Advertisement: it was also in 2018, they add, that Trump tried to discourage a thorough vote count in Florida. Election night left two prominent Republicans running in Florida, one for governor, one for senator, with a slim lead, but there were more ballots to be counted, Jeltzer and Lithwick recall. As that counting continued, Trump tweeted yet again, baselessly claiming that large numbers of new ballots showed up out of nowhere and that America must go with election night. Never mind that ballots remained uncounted, Trump simply wanted to stop counting when their results conformed to what he wanted to see. Advertisement: the Florida election should be called in favor of Rick Scott and Ron DeSantis in that large numbers of new ballots showed up out of nowhere, and many ballots are missing or forged. An honest vote count is no longer possible. Ballots massively infected. Must go with election night. Donald J. Trump, at Real Donald Trump, November 12, 2018. A thorough vote count in Florida showed narrow GOP victories in those races. Ron DeSantis was elected governor, defeating Democrat Andrew Gillum, and Rick Scott was elected to the U.S. Senate. But Trump tried to discourage a thorough vote count before Floridians were certain of the election results. Advertisement: those events in 2016 and 2018, according to Jeltzer and Lithwick, offer a preview of the type of thing Trump might try to get away with in November. The real challenge isn't legal, it's cognitive, Jeltzer and Lithwick argue. Trump, actively aided by Attorney General William Barr, has devoted months to undertaking a domestic influence operation to lead Americans to distrust the legitimacy of any election in which Trump doesn't win. For this to work, they need you to distrust the legitimacy of the laws that provide answers. Enjoy good journalism? Then let us make a small request. The COVID crisis has cut advertising rates in half, and we need your help. Like you, we here at Raw Story believe in the power of progressive journalism. Raw Story readers power David K. Johnston's DC report, which we've expanded to keep watch in Washington. We've exposed billionaire tax evasion and uncovered White House efforts to poison our water. We've revealed financial scams that prey on veterans, and legal efforts to harm workers exploited by abusive bosses. And unlike other news outlets, we've decided to make our original content free. But we need your support to do what we do. Raw Story is independent, unbinged from corporate overlords. We fight to ensure no one is forgotten. We need your support in this difficult time. Every reader contribution, whatever the amount, makes a tremendous difference. Invest with us. Make a one-time contribution to Raw Story Investigates, or click here to become a subscriber. Thank you. Click to donate by check. Value Raw Story? Then let us make a small request. The COVID crisis has cut advertising rates in half, and we need your help. Like you, we believe in the power of progressive journalism, and we're investing in investigative reporting as other publications give it the axe. Raw Story readers power David K. Johnston's DC report, which we've expanded to keep watch in Washington. We've exposed billionaire tax evasion and uncovered White House efforts to poison our water. We've revealed financial scams that prey on veterans, and efforts to harm workers exploited by abusive bosses. We need your support to do what we do. Raw Story is independent. You won't find mainstream media bias here. Every reader contribution, whatever the amount, makes a tremendous difference. Invest with us in the future. Make a one-time contribution to Raw Story Investigates, or click here to become a subscriber. Thank you. Report typos and corrections to email protected. Let's block ads.
Show your love for him. Click the link in description. Thanks for watching.